there, I'm Emma from emilybates.com and Still Rise Marketing. The other day, I was in a Facebook group and somebody asked the question, what's the difference between a launch and a challenge? And it got me thinking. There are a lot of people in online business who have never launched. They might not even be sure what a launch is. And what is the difference between a launch and a challenge? So today I want to talk a little bit about what a launch is, what it's not, and maybe a little bit about the different pieces of a launch. So first off, a launch is a marketing term used to describe the process of bringing a new product to market. When you have a new product, you have to create some excitement about it. You have to start telling people about it. You have to have a way for people to understand what it is that you're trying to sell them and get them excited about the process of buying. So creating a launch is putting together all of those different pieces. You're going to have a sales page, of course, for your product. You're probably going to have an email sequence. You're probably going to have some sort of social media posts, maybe some Facebook ads. And you're going to want to have some way to introduce people to you and get them on your email list. Some people run challenges. That's one way that you can start to launch a product. You market your challenge, you get people in a Facebook group and on your email list, and you help them learn one thing that they need to know before they would need your product. And that way, at the end of the launch, you launch your product, you tell them about it, you show them everything that it can do for them, and you use that challenge as a jumping off point to create excitement for this new offer. You don't have to use a challenge as the way that you launch your product. You can use a webinar and invite people to a webinar. You can just use a free download of some sort, a workbook or worksheet, or even a video class, that people can opt in for and watch. Something that gets them on your list and starts bringing them towards your product and what it could offer for them. So one of the things that I think people get confused about when it comes to launches is, do you have to do an open close cart launch? And the answer is no. You don't have to close your cart, but you will miss out on some of the urgency that a cart close can provide. Because let's be realistic, the majority of sales are going to come in that last day. Once you kind of get people excited, they're going to put off buying. Even if they know they want to get into whatever your offer is, they're going to put it off till the last possible minute, because we are all humans and that's what we do. So having some things that create that sense of urgency, that tell people, all right, I got to do this right now. I've got to sit down and find my credit card or whatever it is that they need to do. Close cart is one of those things that's really going to get them to bite the bullet and just buy your thing. So it can be really good to do an open and close cart, but you don't have to. There are ways around it. You can have an on-demand webinar that cookies people when they watch it, and then they get sort of their own personal deadline using something like deadline funnels. You can have an open close cart and then kind of have a secret evergreen funnel that goes along for new people that sign up, so that you're not really closing the cart for other people. Although you don't want to lie. So make sure that if you are going to keep it open, that the people that you've been marketing to actually do get a closed cart. Make sure you do close it for them, because you don't want to tell them, oh yeah, no, this is closing, and then the next day they get an email that they could still buy it, because that's just slimy. So the other thing to think about too that I get asked is it still a launch if this isn't a new product or offer? And the answer is yes, absolutely. You could launch your product, 3 times a year. You could launch your product once a quarter. You could open your membership every 2 months. Just because it's something that you've put out there before doesn't mean that it's not worth launching. You can totally do a whole build up and, a new opt-in, a new challenge, a new freebie, something to get people excited again, and then relaunch the same product that you've launched before. So all of these kind of give you the overview of a launch. In the next few videos, I'm going to kind of walk you through different parts of the launch that you need, whether it's a webinar or a challenge, your sales page, your email sequence, and we can just sort of talk about the different parts that you're going to need. All right, so thanks so much. I hope you learned something about a launch, and I will see you again soon.